franchise. Everything is official. No boosted up players, nothing like that, man. Straight simulation. You see, I got Randy Moss as the owner. Randy Moss then came back and bought the franchise, man. First thing he did was kick Cousins to the curb. Made some adjustments to the roster as far as through the draft. Alright, right now we're gonna go to manage staff right quick. Get ready for this situation here, man. Defense been pretty thorough, but I'm worried about the offense a little bit, so maybe we can get a little bit of something going on here, man. Offensive lineman, boost catching for halfbacks, fullbacks, boost catching for wide receivers, tight ends. They usually alright. Let's work on this line a little bit. Then I think that'll give us still some. Alright, then we'll go over here. We kind of short now, so that's cool. Next, we'll just figure out what we can spend on here. Stamina. That's cool. Okay, so where we at with it, man? Had a pretty good season. I got a rookie quarterback, nice rookie receiver to go on with Jefferson and Thielen, and a nice rookie cornerback. He don't get a lot of playing time, but we kind of loaded in that position. But I feel like some of them about to leave me, so try to stock up for that. Check the playoff picture out. We got Washington first round. LA just beat us. Kind of beat us bad. Not really bad, but they beat us. Alright. I think we'll be alright this first round here, but we about to see. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and advance the week. I'll let y'all check the depth chart right quick, I guess, so we can give y'all a heads up on what's going on here. See Foster, the rookie quarterback, 77 overall, but I think he played a little better than that. Got Cook as the starting running back. Thought about reversing these two here, Madison and Kane, but I didn't. We gonna let it roll. See which one of these got better blocking going on. We better leave these be. And here's the receiver lineup. Receiver lineup pretty thorough. This is the rookie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119 Definitely the fastest receiver I got out there. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. Another position, see, we'll check the Evan. We're gonna give the Hawthorne. We're gonna let the rookie get a little shot at the playoff. I think he I think he goes shock us in the playoffs, man. Number 14. We gonna see what he gonna do, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Let's get to it. I'm ready to see for myself, really. I'm gonna probably get off the mic once the game starts and just watch the game. Oh, so we got the Cowboys. How that happen? Let me see this playoff bracket. Yo, some teams must still had a game left that week. Okay, Washington got knocked out by the Cowboys. Okay, Miami got a bye round. Oh, wow. Alright, so Cowboys it is, man. Like I said, it's full simulation, you know. All I do is pretty much do the drafts, the trades, and I keep my eyes on the games to see who need to be in the lineup, out the lineup, or any adjustments might need to be made. But I actually played no plays at no time. And it is what it is, man. We win some, we lose some. You know how it go. We take the hits and learn from them, man. Build a team right. If anybody interested in playing like this, we can get the season
tonight
popping,
from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
So we're on the road.
It's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
We with it though, man. We ain't backing down. We with it.
It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
So what we gonna do here is we go hit it on slow. Then we go.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose?
This year. Okay, to the end of the game. So it's on, folks.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. A second down throw for Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
We'll see. I hope you step up.
This beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain of 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the carry, making 3rd and 4 coming up.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you, because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason as a rookie, that's a whole nother level.
Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
There's 16 on our first possession.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Foster. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. Winning a division title.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Play action now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Prescott, he'll run. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. On 1st down, McGee, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. down 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. To throw on 2nd down. Foster. And this one complete to Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Foster. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 42. Back to throw. Foster. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Foster to throw on 2nd down. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Foster. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Prescott, and he wisely will throw that one away. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Foster to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking to throw. Foster over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Foster to throw on second down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this super wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Foster. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
77 overall, getting busy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Foster. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
So
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Minnesota's offense takes over possession as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge...
Oh, he put it on the cart with a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put them aside.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Foster now. Throwing on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Foster. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, his 2nd sack of the night.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On the give, this is their fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I feel like we could defensive stand here, but we could win this game.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you fill out your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Foster. He's got Smith here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Foster. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. Buying time. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And quickly to Thielen here. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 13 yards out. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 1st down, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again, Prescott steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and this belongs to the Vikings.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.